A winter Texan couple's brand new car damaged by South Padre Island's causeway construction.
Yeah, but listen to this. TxDOT says they're not paying. Action 4's Daisy Barrera live in the studio with the call for action and to explain why not. Daisy.
Many of us, a tiny dent on our windshield that eventually cracks and spreads all over. But for John and Diana Langmaid, the worst part of it, they say, is the treatment they got from TxDOT.
I mean, when it hit the car, it was like gunshots hitting it. It was like I jumped.
Diana Langmaid is describing the sound of construction material hitting her brand new Volkswagen Jetta. It happened last spring as she and her husband John were crossing the Queen Isabella Memorial Bridge.
I think my concern was the safety aspect because we weren't the only cars that got sprayed.
John says besides the car being covered in mud from the construction site in the middle of the bridge, their windshield was also pelted by rocks. The repair will cost $600, all out of pocket. John is upset because he says TxDOT crews should not have been working on the bridge that day, citing unfavorable weather conditions.
He said, well, we had to get the job done. And I said, well, I've spent 40-some years in construction. And if you can't do a job within the parameters of weather conditions to make it safe, you just don't do it, you know.
There are laws that protect TxDOT when there are damages done to cars by certain road hazards. But TxDOT officials tell us they do look at each claim carefully before making a determination. TxDOT agreed to pay the couple only $30 for getting their car dirty. John says this goes way beyond reimbursements.
If you don't speak up about the wrongs in government and the way they treat people, the bureaucracy will continue to do that. I've spent my lifetime working construction in a union environment and fighting for people's rights, you know. And I just hate to see any entity just roll over somebody, and that's the way, you know, the treatment we've got, that's the way I feel.
Langmaid says he's prepared to take this all the way to small claims court to get compensation for the windshield damage. TxDOT officials say they get many of these claims each year, and each one is evaluated carefully. In the studio, Daisy Barrera, Action 4 News.
We'll stay on this one. Thanks, Daisy. This story comes straight from our Action 4 Listens line. If you have a problem you want us to tackle, it's real easy to reach us. You can reach us via email. It's listens@valleycentral.com, or just swing by our station Facebook page and post it online.